Hi everybody. There are two parallel stories that we end up focusing on Hanukkah, and they're actually quite different from one another. One of the stories is a military story. Our army, led by the Maccabees, the Hashmonaim, defeated the Assyrian Greeks, and had we lost, it's very possible that the entire enterprise of Judaism would have ended right there. That's one of the narratives. The second narrative is a religious narrative, have nothing to do with military victory. Obviously, the military victory was a part of it, but this is the narrative of the high priests going back into the temple that had been desecrated and finding the cruse of oil, enough to light only one day. You know the story, it lasted 8, and we celebrate that. These are two different messages. Are we celebrating the military power and the perseverance of the Jewish people? Or are we saying that Hanukkah is a religious holiday that's focused on the temple, focused on the synagogue, focused on our religious observances? One of the things that points to the duality of Hanukkah is the name Maccabee itself. You know, Maccabee is probably an ex post facto name attributed to some of the heroes of the Hasmonean dynasty who fought that war. But we don't really know what it means. Some people attribute the word Maccabee to an Aramaic word that might mean hammer, right? Here's the hammer. Judah the Maccabee, Judah the hammer, because he pounded away at our enemies. Others see a more religious significance to his name. Maccabee is an acronym, Mem, Kaf, Bet, Yud, for a verse in the Torah that all of you know, Mi, Chamocha, Ba'elim Adonai, who is like you amongst the gods, O Lord. Where's that verse from? It's not from a Hanukkah story. It's not from some secondary story in our tradition. That verse is from the splitting of the Red Sea. It's from the Exodus story, as if to say that the name attached to the heroes of Hanukkah is associated with one of the sentences that Moshe sings when the Israelites are experiencing freedom from the Egyptians. We tend to think of Hanukkah as a minor holiday. It's post-biblical. They're not sorts of all these prohibitions that we have on Shabbat. They're not nearly the sets of laws that we have. It's minor, right? Maybe not. Maybe Hanukkah connects us back to the first time our people broke free from external rule, from external submission, and shouted out to God, "You are the God that we pray to. You are the God that's the center of our lives." When you tell the Hanukkah story this year in your homes, speak about the hammer, speak about the light, and speak also about the God who is at the center of all of our traditions. Chag Urim Sameach. Have a wonderful